Hi, I'm Gina Salazar. Welcome back to the Better Arizona Show. Are you feeling tired? Do you have unexplained weight gain that just won't budge? What about your hair? Is it dry, brittle, or thinning? If these symptoms sound familiar, you could be suffering from low thyroid and possibly Hashimoto's disease. Today we have Dr. Red in from RedRiver Health and Wellness, and he has extensive experience with low thyroid and Hashimoto's disease. Welcome, Dr. Red.
Thanks for having me.
So, Dr. Red, we talked a little bit about some of the signs that someone might be experiencing. What other things might they be going through?
Some of the most common will be brain fog, inability to lose weight. They might also gain weight, and at the same time they might have intestinal issues along with hair loss. Fatigue is a really common one.
Now, I know a lot of people that are taking thyroid medication already, but they still have a lot of symptoms. Why is that? Is it that hard to kind of pinpoint and get right?
Yeah, I think because most of the time if someone's suffering with a low thyroid, they don't know what's causing it, right? And that's an important question to ask yourself. And so for us, we try to find out exactly what the underlying mechanism is that causes the low thyroid to begin with. And most of the time it's an autoimmune condition, which means your immune system is attacking the thyroid and destroying it, causing a permanent low thyroid. What some problems is that they'll be on a thyroid hormone, but just nothing's being done to the actual immune response, and so it continues to flare up, also causes inflammation throughout the whole body and creates a lot more symptoms and a lot more problems than just a primary thyroid issue.
That's interesting because all those symptoms you mentioned are so familiar, and so many of us just assume it's part of aging.
Yeah, and it's definitely not, right? So if you're having these symptoms consistently and you're on a thyroid hormone, it's important to get checked to see if you actually have this autoimmune condition called Hashimoto's.
Well, you guys do a really thorough checkup, and I love that. Tell me a little bit about what people will experience at RedRiver.
So the biggest thing is we want to get to the mechanism of the condition, right? So whatever condition it is that we're working with, we want to try to find what underlying imbalances are not being addressed and what can we do to get those to improve. And then also, too, we want to be very specific to that specific patient, right? And so we know exactly what that patient needs. And one Hashimoto's patient might be different than the next Hashimoto's patient as far as what they can eat, what nutrition they need, what things need to be improved. Everyone's just a little bit different. And so we want to make sure that we're not treating everyone the exact same.
Absolutely. And when patients come in to see you, they actually get to see a doctor, and you do an extremely thorough blood panel too. For
sure, we do. We want to make sure we're really testing things far beyond just a normal what's called a TSH or standard blood test. We want to really test in a comprehensive manner so that we can really understand the mechanism that's causing these patients' problems and symptoms. And that gives us a lot more information to really help these patients.
Wonderful. So if our viewers are experiencing these symptoms, what can they do to get some help?
Well, they can call for a free consultation. This is important too. So when a patient comes in for a free consultation, they'll be meeting with a doctor, and they'll be able to go over all their symptoms and history and problems and be able to help educate them during that time as well. They can also go into our website at lowthyroid101.com and download a brochure that explains a lot more information as well.
Well, that's wonderful, and I think getting the right information and getting the help, like you said, that's customized to your body and to your personal needs is so important.
You betcha, and you can't cure this condition either, so just informing the patient and teaching them and educating them is really an important aspect too.
Right, so that they can become a part of taking care of themselves, I guess,
you
and doctoring themselves in between and at home when things kind of flare up.
Yep, definitely.
Well, Dr. Red, thank you so much for being here today. Such a wealth of information on this really important topic.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
The Better Arizona Show will be right back.